What's something people don't know about Andrew Jackson? Many are unaware of the full extent of his controversial policies and actions. He orchestrated one of the darkest chapters in American history, the Trail of Tears. This event is a stark reminder of the lengths to which he went to achieve his vision for America. Andrew Jackson, the 7th President of the United States, served from 1829 to 1837. His presidency was marked by a mix of populist appeal and controversial decisions. While he is often hailed as a hero of the common man, his legacy is marred by the heinous forced removal of Native Americans. This removal was not just a policy, but a brutal reality for thousands. In 1830, the Indian Removal Act was signed into law by Jackson, mandating the relocation of Native American tribes from their ancestral lands in the southeastern United States to territory west of the Mississippi River. This act was justified under the guise of civilizing the Native Americans, but it was primarily driven by the desire for land and resources. This policy primarily affected the Cherokee, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Creek, and Seminole tribes. These tribes had established communities, cultures, and economies that were deeply rooted in their lands. The Cherokee Nation resisted, taking their case to the Supreme Court. They argued that they were a sovereign nation and that the state of Georgia had no right to impose its laws on them. Despite a ruling in their favor, Jackson ignored the decision, infamously stating, "John Marshall has made his decision, now let him enforce it." This defiance highlighted Jackson's willingness to override judicial authority to achieve his goals. In 1838, under Jackson's successor Martin Van Buren, the forced relocation began. Van Buren continued Jackson's policies, leading to the mass displacement of Native Americans. Over 16,000 Cherokee were marched over 1,000 miles to what is now Oklahoma. This journey was not just a physical relocation, but a devastating upheaval of their entire way of life. The journey was brutal, marked by disease, starvation, and death, earning it the name Trail of Tears. Families were torn apart and many perished along the way. An estimated 4,000 Cherokee died during the relocation, leaving a permanent scar on the history of the United States. This tragic loss of life is a somber testament to the cruelty of the policy. This tragic event serves as a somber reminder of the devastating impact of Andrew Jackson's policies and the resilience of the Native American tribes who endured it. Despite the immense suffering, these tribes have shown incredible strength and perseverance. Though it's a dark chapter, understanding the Trail of Tears is crucial in acknowledging the sacrifices and suffering of those who were forced to leave everything behind. It is a story of loss, but also of survival and resilience. Let's remember this history so we never repeat it. By educating ourselves and others, we can honor the memory of those who suffered and ensure that such injustices are never allowed to happen again.